To understand uniform circular motion, we have to understand circular motion. Let's take an example. Here we have a train which is moving along a circular track. Now when it moves along the circular track, we can also say that it is moving along the circumference of the circle. And whenever any object moves along the circumference of the circle, that motion is called as circular motion. But if this train moves with uniform speed, then we say it is uniform circular motion. So how do we write the definition? When an object moves in a circular path with uniform speed, its motion is called as uniform circular motion. Now let's try and understand a concept, that is centripetal force. For this, we'll consider an example of a ball. And what we'll do is, we'll try and move this ball in this direction. So to move the ball in this direction, we have to apply a force in this direction. As soon as we apply force, this ball will start moving in this direction. But now what we'll do is, we'll tie this ball to a string now and again apply the force in this direction. But will the ball now move in this direction? And the answer is no. It will start moving in a circular path. Now, since the force is acting on this object in this direction and is moving in this direction, we can say that they are at right angles to each other, and this line can be called as the tangent to the circle. That means the velocity with which the ball moves along the circular path is called as the tangential velocity. Now this force was acting towards the center, right, due to which it was moving in a circular path. Now this force which is acting towards the center is actually called as the centripetal force, because centripetal can be divided into two parts, that is centri and petal, which means center seeking force, which means that any force acting towards the center is called as the centripetal force. Remember, any force acting towards the center is called as the centripetal force. But what if this centripetal force would not have been there? So if I were to take a scissor and actually cut through this particular thread, this ball will go in a straight direction. This is what happens with all the planets. Imagine our Earth and imagine the Moon. We know that Moon also moves in a circular path because of the gravitational force which is acting towards the center. What does this mean? Now since the gravitational force is acting towards the center, we can say that gravitational force is nothing but the centripetal force. That means gravitational force can also be called as the centripetal force. And what if this gravitational force would not have been there? That Moon would have gone in a straight direction.